Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If you want real success, real purpose, real fulfillment, you got to put God first, not second, not when it's convenient, first. Everything you have, everything you hope to be is because of Him. You didn't get here alone. You didn't wake yourself up this morning. That was God. So before you chase money, before you chase fame, before you chase status, chase Him. The gifts you have, that's not just you being lucky. That's God's investment in you. But here's the deal. What you do with those gifts is your gift back to Him. So don't waste them. Don't take them for granted. Work hard, be disciplined, and honor the one who gave them to you. You can have all the money, all the cars, all the fame, but if God isn't in your life, you will still feel empty. Real peace doesn't come from things. It comes from knowing who you are in Him. So don't just chase success. Chase purpose. You will fail. You will fall. That's life. But every time you fall forward, learn from it, grow from it, and most importantly, never lose faith. God didn't bring you this far just to leave you. Trust His plan even when you don't understand it. Life isn't about what you can take, it's about what you can give. Use your success to lift others up. Use your platform to inspire. The greatest among us are those who serve. And the only way to truly be great is to help someone else get there too. Pray daily, not just when you need something, but because you're grateful. Stay humble, because pride will destroy you faster than failure ever will. And no matter what happens, keep going. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Because when you put God first, everything else falls into place. At the end of your life, it won't matter how much money you made. It won't matter how famous you were. What will matter is how you lived, who you helped, and whether you kept God first. So today, right now, make the decision. Put God first and watch how He changes everything. The abilities you have, the way you think, the way you create, the way you inspire are not accidents. They are not coincidences. They are God's gift to you. You didn't ask for them, you didn't earn them, and you certainly didn't manufacture them on your own. They were placed inside you before you even took your first breath. And the truth is, those gifts are not just for you. They were given to you so that you could impact others, so that you could fulfill a purpose greater than yourself. But here's the thing, having a gift isn't enough. You have to develop it. A gift left unopened, a talent left unused, is wasted potential. You have to sharpen your skills, put in the hours, and commit to excellence. If you can sing, sing with passion. If you can lead, lead with wisdom. If you can build something that lasts. God doesn't bless laziness, and He doesn't reward those who sit on their talents. He expects you to take what He has given you and make the most of it. And don't compare your gift to someone else's. One of the biggest mistakes people make is looking at what someone else has and feeling like they're not enough. But God didn't make a mistake when He made you. Your gift is yours for a reason. Some people are meant to speak, some are meant to create, some are meant to serve, and some are meant to lead. Whatever your calling is, embrace it. Stop trying to fit into someone else's lane when God has already paved one just for you. Your talent isn't just about making a name for yourself, it's about making a difference. When you use your gift the right way, it doesn't just change your life, it changes the lives of those around you. Think about the people you admire, the ones who inspire you. They didn't get there by accident. They got there because they were bold enough to step into their calling. And you have that same opportunity. But you have to believe in what God has placed inside you. At the end of the day, the real question is, what are you doing with the gift you've been given? Are you using it? Are you developing it? Are you honoring the one who gave it to you? Because that's what really matters. Talent alone won't take you where you want to go. Faith, hard work, and dedication will. So don't waste your gift. Don't let fear, doubt, or laziness hold you back. Step into your purpose and use what God has given you to the fullest. Success is a beautiful thing. We all want it, we chase it, we dream about it, we work for it. But the truth is, success without God will never satisfy you. You can have all the money in the world, all the fame, all the power. and still feel an emptiness inside that no amount of material things can fill. You see, success on its own is just a temporary high. It feels good for a moment, but then what? What happens when the applause stops? What happens when the money no longer excites you? What happens when you're sitting in a big house with everything you thought you wanted but still feel like something is missing? That's the moment you realize without God, success is just an illusion of fulfillment. People spend their entire lives climbing the ladder of success only to reach the top and realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. The world tells you that success is about wealth, status, and recognition. It tells you that if you just get that promotion, that dream car, that perfect house, you'll finally be happy. But the truth is, those things can never give you real peace. Why? Because they are external, and what you're really searching for is something internal. The hole in your heart isn't shaped like money or fame, it's shaped like God. And until you put Him at the center, nothing else will ever be enough. Look around at the world. How many people have everything and still turn to drugs, alcohol, or destructive behaviors? How many celebrities, athletes, and millionaires seem to have it all, but behind closed doors, they're battling depression, anxiety, and loneliness? That's because success without purpose feels empty, and purpose comes from God. When you build your life on achievements alone, you're standing on shaky ground. But when you build your success on faith, integrity, and service, you create something that lasts. Real success isn't about what you gain, it's about what you give. It's about using what God has given you to uplift others, to make a difference, to inspire change. When your success is rooted in God, it brings peace, it brings joy, it brings fulfillment that no paycheck or trophy ever could. You begin to understand that success isn't about proving something to the world. It's about walking in the calling God has placed on your life. That kind of success isn't fleeting. It doesn't fade when the lights turn off or when the money runs out. It stays with you because it's built on a foundation that can't be shaken. So the question isn't just, how successful do you want to be? The real question is, what kind of success do you want? Do you want success that fades the moment you stop chasing it? Or do you want success that fulfills your soul? Because the only way to find true, lasting success, the kind that gives you peace when you lay your head down at night, is to put God first. Everything else is temporary. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. If you want to do something meaningful with your life, if you want to reach your full potential, then you have to be willing to fail. And not just fail, you have to fail big. You have to take risks, step out in faith, and trust that even when things don't go your way, God is still in control. Too many people let the fear of failure keep them from even trying. They'd rather stay safe, stay comfortable, and never take a chance. But if you never fail, it means you're not pushing yourself hard enough. It means you're not stretching your faith. God didn't create you to live small. He created you to walk boldly into the purpose He has for you. And sometimes that means falling flat on your face before you rise to where you're meant to be. Every successful person you admire has failed multiple times. Look at the great leaders, the great innovators, the great achievers. They all have one thing in common. They didn't let failure define them. They didn't quit when things got tough. They kept moving forward. Because failure isn't final unless you give up. When you fail, it's not a sign that you're not good enough. It's a lesson. It's God's way of teaching you, shaping you, preparing you for something greater. You may not understand it in the moment, but every failure is working for your good. It's refining you, humbling you, and getting you ready for the blessings ahead. Think about it. Some of the biggest breakthroughs in life happen right after failure. Sometimes God allows us to fall so that we learn to depend on Him. When everything is going smoothly, we start thinking we've got it all figured out. But when we stumble, when our plans fall apart, that's when we remember who's really in control. That's when we get on our knees and say, God, I need you. And that's exactly where He wants us to be. Trusting Him, leaning on Him, and believing that He can turn any setback into a setup for something better. The problem is, too many people give up too soon. They face one rejection, one disappointment, one failure, and they throw in the towel. But what if your breakthrough is just on the other side of that struggle? What if the very thing you're about to give up on is the thing God wants to use to bless you? The enemy wants to convince you that failure means you're not meant for success. But that's a lie. Failure doesn't mean stop, it means learn. It means adjust, grow, and try again with more wisdom and more faith. You only truly fail when you refuse to get back up. So when you fall, fall forward. Fall in a way that moves you closer to your purpose. Fall knowing that God is still with you, still guiding you, still working all things together for your good. The road to success isn't a straight line. It's full of detours, dead ends, and moments where you feel like giving up. But if you keep the faith, if you trust the process, if you refuse to quit, you will reach the destination God has prepared for you. Because failure is not the end of the story, it's just part of the journey. Real success isn't measured by how much you accumulate, it's measured by how much you give. Too many people spend their lives chasing personal success. Bigger paychecks, fancier cars, more recognition. And while there's nothing wrong with wanting to achieve great things, the question is, who are you helping along the way? If everything you do is only about elevating yourself, then you're missing the point. The greatest among us are not the ones who have the most, but the ones who give the most. Because at the end of the day, your legacy won't be built on what you owned. It will be built on how you impacted the lives of others. Look at the people who truly make a difference in the world. They aren't just focused on themselves. They are focused on lifting others up. Whether it's through mentorship, charity, encouragement, or simply showing kindness, they understand that success is not just about what you achieve, but about what you contribute. God didn't bless you with gifts, talents, and resources just so you could keep them to yourself. He blessed you so that you could be a blessing to others. When you serve others, you tap into something greater than personal ambition. You tap into purpose. Serving others doesn't always mean making grand gestures. Sometimes it's the small things that have the biggest impact. A word of encouragement, a helping hand, a moment of kindness. These things might seem insignificant, but they can change someone's life. You never know what battle someone is fighting. You never know how much a little bit of love and compassion can mean to someone who's struggling. And when you make it a habit to serve, when you genuinely care about the well-being of others, you'll find that success takes on a new meaning. It stops being about what you can gain and starts being about what you can give. The irony is, when you focus on helping others, blessings find their way back to you. It's a divine principle. What you sow, you reap. When you pour into others, God pours into you. When you give without expecting anything in return, you open the door for greater opportunities, deeper connections, and true fulfillment. You'll find that the joy of giving far outweighs the temporary happiness of getting, because fulfillment doesn't come from selfish ambition. It comes from serving a purpose greater than yourself. If you look at the people who left a lasting impact on this world, they weren't the ones who only lived for themselves. They were the ones who dedicated their lives to making others better. The question you have to ask yourself is, what will people remember you for? Will they remember your success? Or will they remember your kindness, your generosity, your willingness to help? Because the greatest success you can ever achieve is knowing that you made someone else's life better. And that only happens when you choose to serve. Prayer is not just something you do when you need something. It's something you do because you recognize that without God, you are nothing. Too often people treat prayer like a last resort, turning to God only when they're in trouble or when life isn't going their way. But real faith means staying connected to God in every season. When things are good, when things are bad, and when you don't know what's next. Prayer is your direct line to the one who created you, the one who holds your future, the one who already knows how your story ends. It's in those quiet moments, in those one-on-one conversations with God, that you gain the strength, wisdom, and direction you need to keep going. But prayer alone isn't enough. You have to stay humble. Nothing will destroy success faster than pride. The moment you start thinking you did it all on your own, the moment you start believing you don't need God anymore, that's the moment you set yourself up for a fall. Stay humble. Remember where you came from. Remember who opened the doors for you, who made a way when there was no way. Success is not just about talent or hard work. It's about grace. It's about favor. And if God blessed you with something, He can take it away just as quickly. The higher you rise, the lower you should bow, because humility is what keeps you grounded when the world tries to lift you up too high. Staying humble also means never forgetting the people who helped you along the way. Nobody becomes successful on their own. There were prayers spoken over you that you don't even know about. There were sacrifices made for you that you didn't see. Maybe it was a parent, a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger. But someone played a role in getting you to where you are. Never let success make you so blind that you forget to be grateful. And gratitude isn't just about saying thank you with your words. It's about living with a heart that reflects it. It's about giving back, helping others, and making sure that as you climb higher, you're reaching back to pull someone else up with you. And no matter what happens, keep going. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your way. You will have moments of doubt, moments where you wonder if you're even on the right path, but you have to push through. You have to keep moving forward, even when it's hard, even when you don't see the results yet. Trust that God didn't bring you this far to leave you. What He started in you, He will finish, but you have to stay the course. You can't let fear, setbacks, or the opinions of others stop you from becoming who God created you to be. So, pray like everything depends on God. Stay humble like you know it's all a gift. And keep going no matter what. Because the road to greatness isn't easy, but the journey is worth it. And as long as you stay connected to God, as long as you remain grateful and keep pressing forward, there's nothing that can stop you from reaching the destiny He has prepared for you. So wherever you are in life right now, whether you're on the mountaintop or walking through the valley, remember this: put God first. In every decision, in every goal, in every success, in every struggle, let Him lead the way. Because when God is first, everything else falls into place. You have been given gifts for a reason. You will face failure, but that's not the end of your story. You will achieve success, but it means nothing without purpose. And your greatest calling isn't just to rise, it's to lift others as you do. So keep praying, stay grounded, stay hungry, stay humble, and no matter what, don't stop moving forward. Put God first and watch how He turns your ordinary into something extraordinary. Thank you.